Hi, beautiful souls. Welcome to our week ahead reading, Energy Boost and Blessing with the Angels. How are you? Let's just see if we're live. So, hi, everybody watching live and also on the replay. Come and say hello. This is going to be a really interesting week, friends. We have got the second and final eclipse of this season on Thursday, a solar new moon eclipse in Gemini. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting energy, probably feeling a little bit split, a little bit scattered. But we have a really lovely angel who's overlighting this week. And this angel, let's ask him to come forward. He's here anyway, but we're gonna ask him to be with you as you come in. Please get yourself settled and relaxed. We're going to be here for around about half an hour for this power half hour with the angels. And so if you can, just relax, let go, and breathe in. As we invite in Archangel Jeremiel, who is overlighting our week, the week beginning the 7th of June 2021 as we mark time on Earth. And Archangel Jeremiel has this beautiful, warming orange color. And he comes forward and he's wrapping us in this beautiful orange. And his twin counterpart, Archaea, Freedom, is kind of coming in, but she's sitting on the sidelines because it's mainly the masculine, the energy of Jeremiel that is here with us. So I invite you now just to take a really deep breath in, breathing him in, bringing him closer to you in that beautiful orange ray, the ray of compassion, understanding, and acceptance. This is going to be a big theme for our week ahead, friends. So let's say hello to everybody who's here. Hey Terry, hey Leanne, hey Maggie, Sue, Linda, Carolyn, Fliss. Oh, I love your name, Fliss. Iona. Maggie, let us know where you're tuning in from today, friends. And if this is your first time here, my name is Calista. Welcome. Here every week. We're at a different time today because I was teaching Angel Healing Level 2, the 2-day practitioner course, and it was big and full. And we had beautiful souls from all over the States and Australia and Canada, across Europe, Ireland, England and Scotland. It was a really international, beautiful 2 days together. So we're now here today, almost like with the residual love from the angels is still here. And I went out for a walk this morning after dropping the kids off and just asked, okay, which angel wants to come forward for our week ahead? And I was filled with the light of Archangel Jeremiel, and he's saying in particular, he is here to help us to notice direct and indirect signs from the angels. I'm going to be talking about this today. He's going to be talking about this today. Because sometimes we want to feel like the angels are here more and more. And sometimes if life is getting really busy, or we're stressed, or there is powerful eclipses coming up that shake us, sometimes we can feel like our guides have stepped out, or worse, we feel like they've abandoned us and we can't hear them. Jeremiel is the angel of divine signs. He helps us when we feel like we can't hear the angels in meditation or healing, or when we tune into them. He reflects divine guidance in indirect ways, for example, through seeing feathers. Now, I'm going to post a picture after this on my Instagram and Facebook page of this huge big white feather. As I stepped out of bed this morning, I'm just realizing in this moment, of course, it's going to be about divine signs, but there was a huge big white feather, I'm not kidding, that size on the floor this morning. And I'll share the picture of it. How could that have come into the room? I didn't have the window open. There is no birds in the room. This is what the angels do. They drop in these signs so that we know that we are supported, that they are there, that they are always with us. And I was walking along the path this morning, also thinking about an interaction with my mother this morning. She came over and she was probably not in the best frame of mind, and maybe I wasn't either, because it was very, very busy. And we all have one person in our life that pushes our buttons. Do you know what I mean? If you do, say yes in the comments. If you've got one of those people in your life, it tends to be family. Anyway, my mum was not in a good space this morning, and we just seemed to trigger each other. And as I was walking along the path, I knew Jeremiel was with me. I said, "Okay, well, what would you do? What would you do in this circumstance, Jeremiel, when somebody is she probably wasn't doing it consciously, but she knows how to push my buttons, and he was dropping insight into my head, and I said to myself, is that right? And as I would ask that question, I looked down and there was a feather as the confirmation. And then I was walking along the path a little bit more, and I was like, okay, so I could do this a little bit better. And in the moment I could breathe and not allow myself to be triggered. And in that moment of realization, I looked down and there was another feather. It's like, okay. And sometimes it's not just feathers or heart shapes or coins. Sometimes nature reflects indirectly what source is saying, the source within us, the source within all, higher self, your soul, spirit, whatever you want to call that omnipotent presence. And so I was thinking about how frantic I can be in the morning and how easily it is to not be in alignment and present like I am with you just now. Just be like a busy mum. And as I had that moment of realization, I looked over, and frantically running up the trees were two red squirrels, and they looked at me, and we just stopped and we took a breather. I'm like, okay, that's exactly what I need to do. I need to bring in more presence, more breath, slow down in the morning. And this is just a small example of how we're constantly being given these signs, constantly, especially if we go out in nature. Nature will always be so reflective. And as I was picking cards today, or the angels were picking cards, and I must admit, the deck that I'm using, it's called Healing with the Angels. I'll show you the back of it. It's this deck. They were all jumpers. So I didn't even have to engage. Okay, is it normally they say third from the top or split the deck, or they were all jumpers. They were all just coming out. The signs were there. The signs are really abundant, is what I want to stress this week, friends. Whether you're seeing them physically as direct signs and you're receiving the guidance from the angels, or it's indirect, it's through a conversation you're having that you know is meaningful. It's a song that you're listening to, and the lyrics just mean everything to you in that moment, and you know your angels are speaking to you through the song, or something you see in nature. And so the first card as we go into the week, today and Tuesday, is clear yourself. Clear yourself. I guess we can never completely clear ourselves. These cards are a little bit dated, but this is still true. It says, ask the angels to release any toxic energies that you may have absorbed. Coupled with that, reflected by this beautiful big bumblebee that stopped me in my tracks. And this is what happens when you engage with the angels, especially Jeremiel. He's all about presence, taking your time. He has a healing influence over our navel chakra. And right now, what's happening in the world right now is our navel chakra is being awakened. And all the many layers of distraction and wounding and stories and excuses and protection we don't need are overlaying the navel chakra. And what Jeremiel and his twin Archaea Freedom, their main role is to help us to peel back the layers to awaken our navel chakra. Because when we are awakened in our senses, we are wholly in our power. And this is what the 3D, if you follow my Ascension updates, what more the sort of 3D agendas don't want us to become awake. They don't want us to awaken our navel. They don't want us to be in our awareness. They would rather see us dumbed down, numbed down, distracted by media, by technology, by programming, in the many ways it plays out in our reality right now. Yet there's always these incredible angels that are helping to counteract, so that we may be this awakened being living in a body, still interacting with the physical world, all shades of dimension, all shades of perception going on. And specifically, Archangel Jeremiel, he helps us to stop being distracted by things like technology so much. Stop, appreciate in the moment. So anyway, I was walking along, stopped in my tracks as I saw this big, beautiful female bumblebee, and she was so laden with pollen. It was on her back, it was on her legs, it was on her head. She was just carrying so much. She felt so overloaded. And bumblebees, anyway, their medicine, they often teach us that our energy is scattered. When you can see, if you see a bumblebee today, it's often a sign that your energy is either scattered or you're taking on too much, you're burdening yourself, you've got too much literally on your back. Clear your energy. I'm saying it. Cleanse your energy, purify your energy. Monday, Tuesday. There's loads of different ways you can purify your energy. You'll know, you'll have your own go-to ways, whether it be nature, going out in nature, cleansing in a salt bath. What we're doing in the level 2 course is we're working a lot with the diamond crystalline ray. Can you see that? And we were bringing this, if you just imagine this diamond ray, like these colors, through us, and we were washing ourselves, and it felt so good. That's a wonderful way to cleanse and purify. So Monday, Tuesday, overall this week, being aware of direct communication from your guides, but also indirect signs. Because when we come into eclipse season, which we're in right now, sometimes it can be hard to hear our intuitive guidance with everything else going on. Like that saying, you can't see the wood for the trees. It's the same thing. So the angels know this, so they're going to bombard you with indirect signs, just so that you know that they're still there. So Monday, Tuesday, clear yourself, cleanse, purify yourself. This card completely jumped out. This is for Wednesday, Thursday. Now, Thursday, we're coming into that Gemini new moon plus a solar eclipse. And anytime we're in eclipses, we talked about this a couple of weeks ago when we started coming into this season of eclipses. It gives us a time to allow truth to be revealed. It gives us time to pause and reflect on what's been revealed and allow what needs to be grown, changed, or what we need to learn. It's a great learning time. Now, Gemini is quite a conflicting sign, quite a contradictory sign. And so it's interesting that we're getting this card for Wednesday, Thursday. Now, it says at the top, vegan, vegetarian. If we take that away and just put nutritious eating, okay? And we have beautiful Raphael here in his emerald green. And it says fresh organic fruits and vegetables give you a boost of high life force energy, which elevates your spiritual frequency. Absolutely. pick nutritious foods. They don't necessarily have to be vegan and vegetarian. Yeah, they don't have to be that. You can, yeah, there's no discrimination or judgment here from the angels. These cards are very dated, but nevertheless, this sense of Raphael coming forward and going, you know what, why don't, instead of you having that really filled with preservatives and processed food that you know probably isn't going to give you a lot of energy, a lot of nutrition, that's not going to feed your body, why don't you just grab some fruit and make it exciting? You know, make it, there's so many beautiful fruits out right now. Treat yourself, make a beautiful fruit salad, put some yogurt on it, spice it up with some ginger and cinnamon, like make it really delicious. Feed your body, because why? This particular eclipse is bringing up a lot of lower chakra issues, dictated by the next two cards, but also because we're working with Jeremiel. So there's this sense when we're working with the lower chakras, hands up all the women who do this, I definitely do this, when we're in our lower chakras, we kind of want the more sort of junk food, heavy food, because we're feeling heavy and we in our body, and we just want to kind of match that in vibration. Instead, the angels are giving us another option. You can still have that groundedness, but you can get it from vegetables. You know, go make yourself something with beetroot and potatoes and carrots, something that have been in the earth, that are very, very grounding. Make yourself something warm and cozy, even if you're in summer, just like bring it into you, because we're going to be working with the lower chakras. They're coming up, especially the navel, all of this inner distraction energy, diversions that you know are in your reality. Maybe you distract yourself by watching a lot of Netflix instead of perhaps focusing on your purpose and what really matters to you. And that's just one example. So be very aware of the ways that you distract yourself. Now, the more that you eat nutritious foods, the more expanded your vibration is. That has a beautiful knock-on effect of allowing you to be more aware of signs and indirect signs that when your angels are speaking to you and your higher self is speaking to you. Because often in the eclipse season, and when we're eating these more highly processed foods, we're not tuned in and tapped into who we are. We just want to go to sleep. You know, if I want to eat food like that, especially chocolate, it will numb me out. It will completely numb me out. I'll maybe feel great for like 5 minutes, and I'll want to fall asleep because of all the sugar in it and all the energy that's in chocolate these days, especially Cadbury's. I'm feeling like there's some really, I don't know if they've changed the recipe in their chocolate, but it just feels so low vibe at the moment. And just become very aware of that. But nevertheless, I still go to it sometimes and it just numbs me out. And I get it. Sometimes we feel like we need that. But the navel is opening. It doesn't want to be numbed anymore. Our inner being doesn't want to be numbed anymore. It wants to be alive, animated, fully in senses, so that we can be awake and aware and continue to create this beautiful new earth that's birthing evermore. Okay, 2 more cards, friends. So that's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Friday, we got 1 card for Friday, and it's solar plexus chakra. Solar plexus, here Archangel Uriel, the fiery angel coming forward, probably with grace behind him, because you can't have one archangel without the archaea. And he's saying it's safe for you to be powerful and take charge of your life in positive ways. That's very literal for Friday, friends. Remember that. It's safe for you to be powerful. We're going to get this boost after the eclipse, especially because it's a solar eclipse. All the solar light is going to come in, and you will be given an opportunity to take your power back, perhaps from the many ways that the eclipse has revealed that you have been distracting, numbing yourself, diverting your attention away from what is important to you, and you're bringing your power back into your solar plexus, back into your being. Into the weekend, we have a softness coming in. Here, Archaea patience with the base chakra. The base chakra. But I also feel it's the earth star. It's like rooting down all the busyness of this week, all the intensity, because it's going to be an intense week. That's why Jeremiel is here giving us all these signs that it's okay. Saturday, Sunday is going to bring a bit of a grounded reprieve, and we're coming down into our base chakra and our earth star chakra, and it's saying choose only positive thoughts to describe your home, career, finances, and the words that determine your outcome. Of course, you know, we have to be a match. What we're saying, what we're thinking, what we're vibrating, of course, has to be a match to the reality that we want to create. And at every moment, we're creating a reality. People who say, I can't manifest, they have to realize they're constantly manifesting. We constantly are in every moment, based on the vibration of our beliefs, our thoughts, our words, and our actions. They create our reality. Oh, I'm so glad that these messages are resonating with you, friends. Linda's saying, we're already doing that. She's eating lots of nuts. Body can't cope now with some foods. Yeah, this is what happens on our path of ascension. The foods, some foods that we've absolutely loved, we just realize our body can't, we're just not a match to them vibrationally anymore. Sometimes that's a bit annoying, because I used to love a lot of Cadbury's chocolate. Anyway, we come to the part of our reading where we're moving into either a blessing, a meditation, or an attunement, if you've never came to these transmissions before. And so I'm going to ask Archangel Jeremiel to bring us into a space of alignment, so that it's a lot easier for you to hear, sense, know, interpret, because there's no point seeing all these divine signs and not being able to decipher and interpret them. I'm going to ask for that, please. And to just allow us to be held in a very receptive but comforted space throughout this eclipse this week. Heightened, intensified on Thursday, and then it starts to taper off. Okay, so when you're ready, friends, let's go into this space, closing your eyes. Taking a deep and full breath in, and a full breath out. And again, big breath in, and a full breath out. Loving Archangel Jeremiel, Master of the Orange Ray, Angel of Understanding, Acceptance, Life Review, Divine Signs, may be with each of us individually, supporting us through this week, and bringing a reveal, especially within our navel center, the area that you govern and influence. Help us to know the ways that perhaps we've been diverting, distracting, numbing ourselves, either consciously, unconscious, or subconsciously. Bring that awareness to the fore. So that we may choose alternative ways to be that are in alignment with what's important to us, in alignment with our path and our purpose. Align us with the right foods that feed our body, that give us vital energy, that allow our mood, our hormones, our energy to be balanced. Help us at the start of the week to cleanse our energy. Wherever we're scattering our energy, to just bring it back as we become aligned to the source that we are. And he's asking for us to repeat an affirmation. And so when you're ready, please repeat after me. I allow myself to activate, awaken, and align to the vibration of direct and indirect divine signs, so that it's easy for me to trust that I'm supported, always and forever. I allow myself to change and transform this week in accordance with my higher self and divine path and purpose. Thank you, and so it is. And breathe this in, especially into your throat, into your solar plexus, navel, sacral, and base chakra. Chakras that are going to be really pivotal this week. Breathing it in as you align and activate and awaken to the vibration of divine signs, indirect signs, knowing that you're supported, knowing that you're always championed in your path, never alone in your path. The angels are always there. And while they can't do the work for you, they're always with you, reflecting, dropping seeds of inspiration, nudging you along your path in the direction of your dreams, reminding you always that you are the dreamer, you are the creator, you are the hands and the mold, that you are clay that you're molding, you are everything. And no matter how your week flows, ask for the signs, ask for the support, lean in to your higher being and to the angels. And let's seal all of that by bringing our hands into prayer position, taking a deep breath in and a full breath out, feeling the love of Jeremiel as he touches you, or showing me that he's touching our crown, bringing his love all around us, all around our energy field, into our body. And we thank Jeremiel as we ask him to step back now. Wishing you a wonderful and blessed week, friends. Please share this video if it's been of value, and we'll see you next week.